Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. Looking at viewer questions. Question came in: will Fani Willis bring charges against Lindsey Graham, former senators David Purdue and Kelly Loeffler, and Mike Flynn? Okay. These are people that were not named in the RICO charge brought against the fake electors, Trump, and several Trump associates. But that doesn't mean that there isn't a second wave. And certainly all Lindsey Graham, Perdue, and Loefller were all recommended for indictments. And this could just be one of those incidents. I'm not sure if General Flynn was or not. And all these might be like, okay, if they successfully prosecute... First off, they will need to successfully prosecute this first case. If they can't successfully prosecute this first case, I seriously doubt they'll go after him on the second one. But if they do successfully prosecute this first RICO case, will they come after these next four people? Entertainment purposes only. Let's see what we got. Six of Swords is the signifying card. Moving out of choppy waters to calmer shores. Okay, so I think what this is telling me is that these folks right now have escaped because there's so much going on with Fani Willis that she had to pick your battles, let some people go, and go after the others. Doesn't mean she's not going to go after them later. It's just that when things calm down, they're going to evaluate what they're going to do with them. What's challenged with that is, of course, election interference. And it could also be, do they get, with the RICO case and the convictions, do they get more information out of this trial that helps them go after these other people? There could be testimony that people make under oath that implicates Lindsey Graham, Perdue, Loeffler, or General Mike Flynn. Could be anything along those lines can happen. But they're not out of the woods yet. Because there's still stuff that's not been revealed in this one. So, again, I don't think that these four people are out of the woods. In the past, we have victory. Okay, so, so I was saying, if they win the RICO trial, will they go after him? And that was the assumption. And this is her winning the RICO trial. So we've got everything lined up here. We've got the RICO trial. We have people that were let go, that were involved with election interference, and that they were involved in the plot and the deception. So all the cards have now lined up. Thank you, Spirit. I really do appreciate it. This current situation, when they're making the decision to go after these guys or not, what information have they gathered during the course of the trial? And then they have to follow up on that information. And I imagine that, they'll have people following that up if anything comes through on the trial. I think, though, after the RICO trial, they might move very quickly on one, if not between one and four of them. I don't know how I would figure out that, but we might be able to throw clarifiers. But it looks like they're going to move quickly in this case. Or will they? This could also be messages from abroad or something like that. But I think they get information they follow up on and they move quickly on. But you have to be able to take this information, integrate it into the RICO case that you've successfully prosecuted, and show the connection that these people had with the RICO case. Lindsey Graham, I'm sure, made phone calls. I don't know if any of them recorded, but they have information on that. There could be other type of electronic communications that they could bring into evidence that connects these cases. The lesson to be learned from this temperance is alibis that these people were making may not hold up to scrutiny in court, especially if you have testimony saying how these people were involved. And then what you might get are plea deal offers that they don't like. It's funny because it's the Four of Cups and there's 4 people we're reading on. It could be that 3 people get off and 1 person doesn't. And if I had to guess the 1 person who's not going to get off, it's going to be Mike Flynn. Even though we know Lindsey made the call and he had no business doing that, my gut tells me it would be Mike Flynn's going to be the odd man out. So my thought is, if nothing else happens, Mike Flynn will be in the next wave, but I wouldn't be surprised if Lindsey Graham is as well. The outcome of all this is the King of Cups. I think Lindsey flips. And why am I saying Lindsey as the King of Cups? Well, if you think about his overly emotional pleas that when he's been maybe drinking from the cup a little bit too much, and he goes on TV and he's begging people to send him money to give to Donald Trump, it's a bad look. And Lindsey looks like he's been drinking a bit much. And it's just pathetic. It's pathetic to see somebody who looks like they're really stressing out like that, getting all sloppy, and then going on TV. So that King of Cups to me would be like an emotionally unstable person in a low energy. So it wouldn't surprise me if Lindsey ends up flipping on this one. Or it could be Lindsey gets prosecuted. Well, I could be wrong about the Mike Flynn. It could be Lindsey Graham that comes out of that. But I suspect Mike Flynn is going to be among them, and it could be Lindsey Graham too. I didn't see much in the way of pentacles there, and Loefller and Perdue have a lot of money, so there's nothing indicating that the 2 of them were there. I'll just do a series of 4-carders. How about that? We'll maybe get some clarification on it. Okay, will Fani Willis go after Lindsey Graham? Making plans. Decision time. Success. More plans. Okay. They're going to look into it. Lindsey Graham, they will look into it. They'll look into it hard. Here she is, like, making that decision, making that connection. Can we go after him? It's going to be a tough choice, but they're looking towards the future, and this progresses to this. The next card would be the 4 of Wands, which would be welcome to jail. So what does that tell me? I think she's going to look real long and hard at Lindsey Graham. Now the question I think with this one is Lindsey going to cooperate or not? Lindsey can get himself out of this by cooperating and become a cooperating witness. If Lindsey doesn't cooperate, she will go after him. That's kind of my thought on it. So it's Lindsey's. It's going to be, the ball's going to be in Lindsey's court. She will, of the 4 people, she will grant him the opportunity to save himself. And it might just be that Flynn goes underneath, or Lindsey takes some plea deal or something like that. But I think they're looking long and hard at Lindsey to see if they're going to go after him. What about Mike Flynn? Will they go after Mike? Will she go after Mike Flynn? Again, here we go. Queen of Swords looking real hard on him. I think that's a yes. I said hard on. Oh, nightmare. Oh, he was a big part of it. Oh, King of Cups. Lindsey, did Lindsey narc on Mike Flynn? I think she goes after Mike Flynn. The government goes after him. Lindsey provides. I think Lindsey said, yeah, he was involved in it. And it's going to be Mike Flynn's nightmare because he actually played a much bigger part in it than what we're understanding. That King of Cups. Now, that King of Cups before I did, when I threw that last reading, we had the 4 of Cups on the top, and I was saying it was Mike Flynn, and the King of Cups came underneath. That King of Cups could represent Mike Flynn. It's just that, again, just that image of teary-eyed Lindsey on television, look like a TV evangelist crying for your money, is such a striking image, and the King of Cups would fit that. And it's underneath it, so Lindsey could go down with him, or Lindsey could turn him over. Normally, the 2 of Coins is my flipper card, and that hasn't come up yet. But that Two of Swords was there. So Lindsey has a choice of which way he wants his life to go. Okay, David Purdue. Will she go after David Purdue? We're going to get any coins cards here, Mr. Wealthy? He's concerned that she's going to go after him. She may be wondering if it's worth the effort. There's going to be because there's going to be a huge fight if she goes after him. Will she be successful if she does? Yeah, I think so. But it could be foolish. It might just be that she has to let him go. Because the department may not have enough resources or energy to go after him because he's going to fight it tooth and nail. And not the GOP will support him. I think if they go after him, they can get a conviction, but it may not be that big of a conviction because he may not have played that big a part in it. You know, it's like you might have to spend 10 or 20% of your budget to get some guy that you're going to put in prison for 36 months. You know, I think it's just, they look at him, it's just not worth it. It's not worth the resources to go after this guy. And there's a chance that he would be let off early, politically connected, pardoned, or however it works out. I don't see it. It just looks like there's too much. It's not worth the fight. That's what I'm saying. I keep finding terrible ways to repeat what I'm saying, which is it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. I want it to be worth it. I think you want it to be worth it too. We want to see all these turds go to jail, but or prison. This is not a jail offense. This is a prison offense. This is a felony. This is not like, jaywalking or littering or something like that. Okay, Kelly Loeffler. How about you? Oh. Okay. we got a naked lady in the water card. We got a star card here. Got the 4 of coins. Finally got some coins in here. Same card again. Somebody let go. Victory. Death card. Will they go after her? Again, this I think they're really thinking about with Kelly Loeffler. I don't know what she would have done to do this, but maybe she's a star witness. But she played an important part in it. We have a star here with this one, but underneath it was letting her go. Maybe there's some compromise that's led. They might. Okay. Stressing out over this. Let's keep it simple. Let's say they offer her an immunity deal. Okay? Tell us everything you know and we'll let you go. We'll let you keep your money. We'll let you keep your freedom. But you've got to tell us everything you know so that we can bring these cases to a close. So, and again, she's got a lot of money and could very well come out on top of this because, you throw a bunch of money at it. I think, again, with Perdue and Loeffler, it looks like they're gonna let those two skate. Perdue probably because he's not that big of a fish. Loeffler because she probably provides information that helps them go after Mike Flynn and maybe even Lindsey Graham if Lindsey decides not to play ball. So, wave 2, expect the former ex-senators are probably going to skate. The ex-general is not going to skate. And the current senator, his fate is in his hands. Just depends on what he wants to do with it. Up to him. He's got free choice, freedom. He's got a free will, free choice. We'll see what happens. Thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I do appreciate it. Thank you for your likes and your shares and your comments. and doing what you can to feed the YouTube algorithm beast so that my videos make it out to new viewers. And to the new viewers, hey, welcome to the channel. Glad you found us. I hope you found this reading entertaining and informative. I hope you subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.